Thank you, Senators. It's an honor to be here, and I've got some documents that I'm having passed around. I don't have time to explain them, but what it tells you is that there is nobody from the 1787 convention that said they operated within the rules. So still to this day, we have nobody who came out of that convention who said the rules were obeyed. So it just goes to show that was a runaway convention. And so if you study those documents, you'll find that out. I have a simple solution to what's going on. I mean, this is arguments back and forth, and let's just have a debate, okay? South Carolina hold a debate between Mark Meckler and Robert Brown. Robert Brown would be on our side against a call for an Article 5 convention. And Robert Brown has already offered $10,000 if he were to lose the debate to give to the Convention of States project. And, Mark Meckler, a lawyer from California, against a constitutionalist from Utah would be, something you could actually do. In fact, I think the state of Montana invited Mark Meckler to debate Robert Brown, and Mark Meckler refused to show up, which we're not surprised about, because if you actually argue the logical points of this Article 5, it is a silly time period to call an Article 5 convention. Senator Garrett, I know you pointed to this lady who, you pointed out that the Congress isn't obeying what they're supposed to be obeying, but either are the states. And I can say this because I travel all around the state. I work on Constitution Solution workshops. We had one in Senator Rice's district not too long ago. I think you attended one class, the first class of 6 of them. And what we do is we teach, people the Constitution. And the fact is most South Carolinians have no idea what the Constitution actually means. And, if we're going to call an Article 5 convention and it actually works out the way Mark Meckler says it'll work out, how do we get our Congress to obey it? Lindsey Graham he was here a few days ago wanting to call an Article 5 convention. And the fact is Lindsey Graham doesn't obey the Constitution. In fact, he's really bad at obeying the Constitution. And so he's basically asking for us to call a convention, I guess, so he'll obey it. Why should we have to take action for Lindsey Graham to take action on something he took an oath to? All of you took an oath to obey the U.S. Constitution, and the supremacy clause is in that U.S. Constitution, and that should be honored in the respectful way that the founders wanted you to honor that. And when the supremacy clause was put in there, the belief in it is that you have a duty to, whenever the federal government passes something that's unconstitutional, you have a duty to say no, or just to not even acknowledge what the federal government does. And so my advice for this group is to invite Robert Brown in for debate with Mark Meckler. I'm sure Mark Meckler won't show up because he knows he'll lose. In fact, he didn't reply to Robert Brown's invite for that. So that's something you can do to help get this, because we can all agree that more of this discussion needs to take place. A lot of these people are new that are here. They're learning about this, the other side for the first time. And so that's what my advice would be. And if you read the material I gave to you, you can see there's not one founding father of our Constitution that says we operated within the bounds of the Articles of Confederation when this convention happened, which meant it was a runaway convention. And Nebraska, by the way, they passed a call for an Article 5 convention, and they suspended the rules. And that's exactly what's going to happen. It'll be a clown show. I mean, if you want some entertainment value, call a convention. Because, man, put that on a reality TV show, and we will not know what's going to happen. But I would rather, since, the future of my, my family, my neighbors, we want to live in a constitutional republic where there is liberty. I'm sure everybody up here agrees. I'm sure everybody in the audience agrees. Most of the people here are very nice people. They do want to save America. We all know our country is in trouble right now. But your duty as elected officials, you've taken that oath to the U.S. Constitution, is to obey it and help teach it. And Senator Rice, I wish you would have finished the Constitution workshop when it was held in your territory. But that's something that you need to help with, because you guys are only going to be here so much longer, and you're going to hope that children and grandchildren take the Constitution and obey it and carry on this great legacy we have of living in a free country. I'm past my 2 minutes. I'm sure nobody's holding their hand up, but maybe it's that good of a speech where you could have listened to me a little bit longer. But
We've been mesmerized, but...
Hey, do you got all night? I'll be here till midnight. Okay.
All right.
You
Thank-
can be here till midnight.
Any questions? All right, thank you.